And I've seen us come from far what we're doing, and this kind of cutting edge technology. And I want to tell you first of all what he's talking about doing, and what Andy here in Syracuse, what they've done. This is not just oh, this will work, you've got to just do this. This is very, very specific, and there's a lot of finesse, correct, in what you're doing. Sandra Anagnosticus, who I've got a lot of respect for, she told me on the phone, she said, I tried it and I couldn't make it work. And so what we're talking about, and this is a partnership that we have with y'all, and AJ's going to talk a little bit more about some more things we have coming up along that line. So I want everybody to understand this is absolutely incredible. Our old recovery action plan called for us outplanting 300 to 500 Ozark chinka pins, letting them get about 3 or 4 years of age, and then inoculating each one of those trees with two kinds of blight, cutting like a silver dollar size place on the tree, inoculating it with the mildest form, the chestnut blight that we know of in North America. Then cutting out another place, inoculating it with the nastiest blight that we have in North America. And you got to remember there's a lot of different varieties of Cryphonectria parasitica, the chestnut blight. And so, so that's an incredible amount of work. So in theory, we could go out to the research test plots we have now, and we could take 5 leaves from a little bitty 1-year-old tree that we've been crossing, and we can find out in 5 to 10 days which trees have the greatest resistance to the blight. I'm not talking about immunity to it, I'm talking about resistance. And then those trees are the ones that we focus our effort on.
You don't have to carry water to the ones that aren't.
That's exactly right. And we still want to preserve, though, the genetics of the ones that have lower resistance, too. Right. That's important as well. But as far as the blight resistance, though, and so this is absolutely incredible stuff. It's going to save us thousands of hours. And I estimate easily it's going to save us anywhere from 4 to 7 years of time. With him going to New York and learning this, this has leapfrogged our efforts so far in advance, I never thought we'd be here. I mean, I would never have dreamed in my wildest dreams that we'd be as far along as we are to, number one, be getting nuts like this, and then having the technology and the partnership. And these partnerships are absolutely incredibly important. And I knew Colton was the right guy to go there. Well, with the text and phone messages we had, it was unreal. So we're going to kick this thing off this upcoming spring. Between now and then, we're going to do it. And we don't know where Colton will be at. If I had my way and I could wave a magic wand, AJ, I'd say, you know what, we're going to pay you $45,000 a year with benefits, and this is what you're going to be doing. But you know what, we may not be that far away from this. And so, we need to keep good talent. And last year, Colton got a plaque award to him for his great work he does. He just keeps adding to it. So I can't say enough good stuff. That is awesome, awesome. Okay, let's see how we're doing on time right here. We're doing really good. We're going to have a group picture here in about 5 minutes. And where's Tori at?
Tori's not there, but
what now?
she's out helping getting everything squared away. But if it's time for that,
well, we're gonna do that very last right here because we have another award, and y'all care to come up here? Okay. We have some special guests drove all the way over here, and some of y'all know Herschel McClurkin. Y'all remember him. Those of us on the board members. I tell you what, I can't say enough about him. He's one of our charter members. This is Mardell McClurkin, and this is Trey. And do what now?
He's a third.
He's a third. Okay. Okay. We've got a very unique award. I've only done this type of award twice. We actually are giving them a plaque of pure Ozark chinkapin wood in honor of Herschel McClurkin. Herschel was going to be getting this anyhow. And so it's an honor to stand before y'all here today and present this to him. And let me tell you just a little bit about what I know about him, what I've seen. And Herschel, when I talked to him years ago, I was putting together this board, and I knew I had to have a diversity of people. I knew I couldn't have all Arkansas people or all Oklahoma people. And you don't want to weigh it too heavily. You want to bring to the board, literally, different backgrounds. And so I talked to Herschel years ago, and ironically, I think that was in 11 or 2012, I think 2011. And that was the same exact year when I first talked to him that I got seed and we did a living memorial. And some of them that went on a field trip got to see the 2 trees dedicated to him. They're really super tall and they've got nuts. I'm going to get a rock and I'm going to have it engraved with his name on as a living memorial. And so anyhow, I talked to him on the phone, and he's a minister, retired minister now, Methodist Church, correct? And he and his wife have a reputation for doing things for other people. And so, so you start a foundation board like this to save a tree. Well, you think, you know, you need foresters. That's what you need. No. You not only need foresters, you need people that know about fish and wildlife. You need people to sing for the trees. You need people that have different backgrounds to bring to help save a species. You get a bunch of different people with different backgrounds, let me tell you what, you can get things accomplished because they're looking at them from different angles and they have different contacts. And me and AJ were yesterday talking to, what's his name again?
Kevin Roper from Missouri Conservation Heritage
from Missouri Conservation Heritage Foundation. And you know, it may take a year or two for some of that to happen, but he is different than we are. He's a money getting
solicitor.
Yeah, solicitor, yeah. And we understood what he was saying, but we saw, me and you both started backing away because we knew there's some different talent there. Herschel, being a minister of a church, he called me up on the phone and he emailed me. He said, Stephen, he said, our congregation of our church has a lot of older people and we remember these trees. We remember how important they were. We ate the nuts. We used to go out hunting for chinkapins. If there's a chinkapin tree somewhere, that's where you go squirrel hunting at. You can get all the squirrels you want if you can just find one of those trees because they are a magnet for wildlife. And he said they're good to eat, and he remembered them. And he said, so my congregation wants to know how much it costs to join and be a member. Well, we're trying to raise money. Back then, we didn't have hardly any money at all. So your first impression was, well, give me the names of all the members, $30 per person, and we'll add it to our database, and we'll send you some seed like you want. But I did not do that. I said, tell me how many people you've got, and I'm going to send you a package with our best seed that we have, so all these people that remembered them and knew the locations where they're growing at, they can plant them. And he said, okay. And he said, now how much money what do we need to write a check for? I said, well, it's real simple. I need a payment from all of y'all, but I need your church to pray for our efforts. And that's what he did.
Wow. That's a cool story.
Okay.
Wow.
That's good. So on behalf of the Ozark Chinkapin Foundation, this is good. I'd like to present to you, Mardell, this plaque of pure Ozark Chinkapin wood, and to your son as well, in honor of Herschel McClurkin. And well, thank you very much. We're going to get a picture right here too. Thank you for bringing her over. Thank you for coming all the way here. And we've got some good food right here too, and that is for y'all, and that's in honor of him. And we thank you very much for making that drive over. We came very far over for that. We've only given out 2 awards today, and one was in honor of him, and the other one was to Mark Dunham right here from Cherokee Nation. He came all the way over for his award too. Okay, now does anybody know what time it is right now? What now? It about is, but it's also another time. We have a little thing that we do called Chinkapin Trivia. And so I'm going to see how well everybody was listening today. So the Cherokee Nation is a very descriptive language. And can somebody describe to me, maybe we should make them spell, is it Eno-Gina? Okay, so what does that mean in Cherokee? If you can raise your hand up, I see, I saw a hand here first. What does that mean?
A little mammal.
A little mammal. And by the way, all judges' rules are final.
Like a porcupine or a...
What do you think? Okay, very good. I have a book here that came from the Nature Center here at Twin Pines, and it is Shrubs and Woody Vines of Missouri. This is packed full of good information, so we're going to give you an excuse to come back to Missouri here again. Okay, now I've got another one for you. So we're talking about inoculating these leaves, And so if you know the answer to this one, you should raise your hand up. Can somebody give me the name of the organization where Andy Newhouse works at? I see one hand here.
American Chestnut Foundation?
If you look on your bulletins, you may see it. I see a hand over here.
American Chestnut Research and Restoration Project.
And there's a word that goes along with it and has something to do with not Mooney, but
Oh, SUNY ESF.
there we go. Very good. So I have a book here, and it is The Wild Mammals of Missouri, and this is an absolutely incredible book by Schwartz. And he's kind of like a version of H.A. Hendershot, the guy who draws and stuff.
Third edition has elk in it.
Oh my goodness, very good. Congratulations.